Hello everyone, Legendary Captain here. So, I saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And here we are ore farming in front of the poster as proof. So anyways, this review, I do not want Illumination or Nintendo to crucify me. Plus, footage of this movie is hard to find right now, so I'll use still images from the games to kind of illustrate my point. Anyways, let's get started, and also, there will be spoilers, but that's pretty obvious. Okay, so we're not off to a good start. So the story, yeah, the weakest part by far. So there doesn't really much substance to it, and I know you're saying, oh, Mario isn't really known for complex narratives and whatnot besides the RPGs. But this movie is titled Super Mario Galaxy, based off the one main series game of complex narratives and themes. Pacing itself was a bit rushed. It did do a lot at once, and even more in the first one. That being said, I do think the story is carried by the characters, which is a good thing. Speaking of characters, alright, so this is gonna be the longest part, but I'm gonna be honest, for the most part, the characters, they nailed it. They're most part extremely well done. Well, except for one bad example, which I will get to at the end. Mario is honestly perfectly fine. He clearly has his resentment towards Bowser, as well as his feelings towards Peach. I love how now we have Luigi with Mario. We finally see his dynamic with Luigi throughout the whole movie. Speaking of Luigi, yeah, I think we can agree that Luigi is clearly a huge improvement over the first movie, considering he's now one of the protagonists. I love how he's way more open and laid back compared to Mario, plus I love his banter with Bowser. Speaking of Bowser, it's a downgrade from the first movie, but honestly, in terms of the plot, it makes sense. Bowser really has time as the main villain in the first movie. Though, two things. It did actually seem like he would change his ways, but they kind of dropped the ball on that. I don't know. But anyways, Dry Bowser, the moment I saw him fall in the lava, it was, Dry Bowser's obvious. Also, some little kids behind me were really excited to see Dry Bowser. They're literally kicking my friend's seat from behind him. That was kind of not cool, but his son was cool. Speaking of his son, Bowser Jr., Deadass was a massive highlight, and honestly, in my opinion, the main villain of the movie. I never thought Bowser Jr. would be so badass. Oh, how they took all of his abilities throughout the entire series, be it the paintbrush, Mario Wonder form, his experience of mechs, his devotion to his father. Like, he was honestly a huge surprise, and I loved him in this movie. Easily my favorite Bowser Jr. role in anything ever. Huge appreciation for him here. Yoshi! Yeah, Yoshi, I know people are disappointed by him, but honestly, besides Super Mario World and Super Mario 64 DS, which is its own weird thing, because that's playable Wario in the main series. Anyways, Yoshi never was that much of a standout in the main series compared to, say, Yoshi's Island or the spin-offs. Like, at most, it's usually a power-up for a handful of levels, or a pointless bunch of free lives in the case of Mario 64. I like Yoshi being the tag-along sidekick. I think he's very simple, but effective. Love him being voiced by Donald Glover. Peach. Honestly, Peach is fine. By far our best moment was the casino, dealing with Warp. I think she's perfectly fine here. Just like the last movie. Not much else, but one big complaint regarding her and someone else I will mention later. Toad, was honestly just along, not much else to say. Fox! A strong addition no one saw coming before his announcement. I loved him here, and I love his performance like Gunplow. He was made for that role. And while it's established he's from another universe, more than that later, his personality is perfect. I love it. He's basically a Han Solo. Heck, Peach and Toad getting his services was pretty much the cantina regarding Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon. Fox was amazing, pleasant surprise. Wart! He had a small but effective role, and him being a mob boss is honestly perfect. Remember, Wart's one canonical game appearance was a literal dream, so he was so easy to take creative liberties with, and I'm all for it. Rosalina. Okay, I was excited for Rosalina in this movie, especially because it's a Super Mario Galaxy movie, and Brie Larson was clearly passionate for this role. This obviously wasn't her fault, but they sidelined Rosalina hard. Long story short, they made her the damsel in distress this time. So yeah, not good. I sadly don't have much to say, but a big complaint later. So, overall, I actually like most characters portrayed here. In regards to returnees, only Bowser felt downgraded. The rest were either upgrades, still same old, or a huge upgrade for Luigi. And new ones I love, but except for Rosalina, yeah. Fan service! A big part of this movie was the buttload of fan service, which honestly, I don't have a problem with. My thing of fan service is, if it's used to sacrifice story elements, that's a problem. The thing is, the problem that the story was not the fan service causing it. It was problems caused by the main story itself and it being crammed in. I did like how they actually referenced UI from games like Mario World of Mushroom Kingdom tasks or Mario Maker or Bowser Jr.'s traps. I love how they legit had a casino, and that roulette wheel is straight up from 64DS. I had so many memories playing that. Also, Gateway Galaxy being massively changed is a good thing. It went from boring ass tutorial galaxy to basically the Moss Isley in Mario. As for power-ups, oh my gosh. They actually referenced a lot of them. Like they actually had the red star, which I thought would never be referenced again. I did actually think the only missing power-ups in these movies were the propeller mushroom, hammer suits, and the Mario 64 caps. I'm honestly shocked Metal Cap wasn't used yet. Only time can tell. Maybe movie 3. As for the other Mario Nintendo references, it was so cool seeing one-off Mario races in the Super Mario 2 boss gang. I do like how Pikmin, Rob, and Game Watch casually appeared. It does bring up something I will talk about later, though. So what I liked. So overall, I liked most of the characters' portrayals and their banter. The voice performances are amazing. It's not boring at all, honestly. The music is phenomenal, and the climax is hella better. So it's honestly a fun watch. You won't feel bored of it, honestly. But so what I didn't like. Well, I already said this a lot of this, but the movie tried to do too much. Once the story substance wasn't really there. And honestly, this movie is horribly misleading with the marketing. Not the movie itself, but the marketing for the movie. With Rosalina seemingly being super prominent and all that. Speaking of, I hate how they now make Rosalina and Peach siblings. Okay, spoilers, but I gave spoiler warning at the beginning of the age. Two characters who coexisted for almost 2 decades. Peach was literally like 4 decades. Like, this is the equivalent of saying, like, I don't know, like saying like Tails is Sonic's like cousin or whatever, like all of a sudden, like that makes no sense. Like you can't just do this. Like imagine how bad like Star Wars was pretty bad enough when you confirmed Luke and Leia were sibling 3 years after their kiss, but that was 3 years. This is like a little decades, like pretty much, and like. It's just stupid. I know movie canon doesn't equal game canon, but still, it's actually really annoys the fuck out of me. So, overall, if you're looking for a thought-provoking adventure of drama and heavy topics, this isn't the movie for you. You'll be disappointed. But if you're looking for a fun, fast-paced thrill ride with great banter, then this movie is a fun ride. Plus, this would be an amazing movie to pregame to before the bars. I totally never did that the first movie. Totally not. As for my opinion, well, I personally loved it. I don't think giving review scores and numbers, I don't like doing that since it's more subjective, but honestly, I'll give more than the first movie. But honestly, in terms of video game movie adaptations, I actually like Sonic 3 more. That felt way more focused, intense, and thought-provoking. Plus, also fun to pre-game too. But I am looking forward to what's next, though. Speaking of what's next, alright. For what I think is next for Mario. Well, I was shocked Wario and Waluigi weren't in the post-credit scene. I was banking on it. Instead it was Daisy, but I think you can all agree that they're both absolutely in the next movie. Like, there's no way they're not. Like, they put Rick freaking, like, yeah, they're going to put them in, even Waluigi. I think they're going to be some of the main antagonists, though, too. Think about it. The Mario Brothers are now more respected, famous heroes. Actually, those two being the petty, jealous guys causing havoc. Like, imagine, like, like, look at the Mario Sports intros. Like, that's fun. Like, and maybe we get scenes like that while we just seen a Mario Power Tennis on the screen right now. That's maybe that might be too ahead of the time, but Smash Brothers, well, I think Nintendo's cinematic universe is pretty much guaranteed now. With Fox being established from a different universe, it straight up shows the other Star Fox characters. Also, besides the Pikmin cameo, which was 100% cousin Miyamoto, I honestly like how Rob and Mr. Game & Watch was subtly thrown in there, because what the fuck would they do for their own movies? Like, the Mr. Game & Watch movie, what? What would they even be about? Like, there was definitely something Smash Bros. Planned. And while Star Fox could definitely have lore for a movie, I like how Star Fox was re-established here, considering that franchise is in limbo. Also, they're 100% making a new Star Fox game, mark my words. With Fox having more screen time than even Rosalina somehow. Yeah, they're doing something for Star Fox. So overall, I like the movie. That's my review. I kind of rushed this out, but loved it. As for the next on YouTube, I'm not sure. I'm on writer's block, thinking of ideas, and also just life. Thinking about careers and stuff. So, anyways, have a great day, honey bubbas.